Hey man, real stay safe shit. You already know what the fuck going on. We gotta talk about this crazy situation today with one of the biggest, most known videographers right now in the game. He's done work with YBN Melly. He's done work with other YBN niggas. He's done work with King Von. He's done work with basically hella Florida people. I think Hot Boy too. But we gotta talk about the situation with Drewfilmed. Basically, this videographer who has over 200,000 subscribers, been on No Jumper, basically the biggest that you could get really in the videographer game. He basically posted how he is owed over $50,000 by record labels. It's a crazy situation, and it really just kind of gets out of hand like that, because these labels, they promise for paying an artist's budget and paying for this and that kind of gets them to be able to work with the best people that are in the game, the Drewfilms, the fucking Cole Bennett's, those type of niggas, and getting the budget together for at least making the video. But then when it comes to the actual videographer, these fucking labels, it happens a lot for producers too. These niggas be fucking taking forever to fucking pay these people. He even says it basically, they be the first people to rush you to finish your work, rush you to do this, rush you to do that, rush you to make you do shit, but then they be the last niggas to fucking pay niggas, bro. They don't be about paying shit, and it's crazy. That's the way these companies are billion-dollar companies in the first place. Not really from anything that they're doing that's that crazy, but from just not paying people and not really settling their invoices as soon as they have to. And it's these labels, they be putting together these budgets and shit for these artists, but it's when it actually comes to paying niggas and shit, they be going ghost. And this nigga talks about it in a situation where he basically says he's owed $50,000 by these labels, and the artists a lot of times don't even realize it, because it's on their end, they'll probably tell their label, yeah, and then the label's yeah, we're gonna send him an invoice. They send an invoice, and these niggas be sitting around fucking getting coffee, not even remembering to send an invoice to accounting and none of that shit, taking their sweet ass time with the shits, man, just doing whatever the fuck that they need to do, no cap, to fucking not pay these niggas, bro. It's the same thing. Look at EXO Tour Life, for instance. This is a producer situation though, but fucking TM88 from 808 Mafia basically said that after dropping the song, he didn't receive any bread for the whole fucking song that went fucking crazy. I think it's triple platinum now, right now. So it just shows that these labels are not in the interest of paying the creatives that they use. It's really just some slavery shit. They try to finesse just how every person would, and you would think that these big companies and labels and all this other shit, they'd say that I don't know, that it's more of a thing that these niggas would definitely be paying people because it's such a big company. But that's where you're wrong. That's how they got big in the first place. Not paying niggas back, doing all that type of shit, all that shady business shit. It's the fucking music industry and shit. But it's just kind of fucked up for everyone involved, because these artists are gonna fucking get their videos taken down, because these niggas are gonna sue the labels and shit like that. And it's really just the type of thing where it's these niggas are just gonna be going outside, no cap, man. And the artists, I know they're not probably even don't know anything about it. That's what he says. These artists don't really know about that shit, because really, when you're on that type of level, you have a nigga that takes care of that. But it's when you're working with a machine, a label, it's not you're just call one person. It's a whole thing where you have to call different people who contact other people. They got to get budgets approved and all this other shit. You got to go through all this red tape before they give you your damn money. I be shooting videos too, and I fucking seen it myself. These labels be super weird. They be fucking for instance, when I had my video that I was shooting, I shot it, I finished it, it was fire. Then after the video was fucking done, the person told me to send my invoice information, and if you don't know how to make an invoice, you gotta look up how to do that shit. But they be yeah, send an invoice. I send the invoice, then I get an email returning that the person is gonna be fucking gone for a month, an automated email and shit. And then it's what the fuck? They said that they were supposed to be there, but nah, they were gone for a month. But I was able to contact someone else. But it's kind of crazy that these niggas were just they don't really even think about that shit. They only really think about, honestly, they barely even think about the artist at all, because they're making money off this shit. Like a fucking artist is a slave off the fucking royalties and all that shit. But it's like the other artists that are surrounding the artists, the videographers, the fucking like producers, like all these people, they're all like second thoughts. The musicians, like they're all second thoughts. They don't really care about that shit. So what you can do to change that is sort of just make your own independent film company and work with independent artists. Like get artists who are independent, because at the end of the day, like I don't know, I mean, like they be trying not to pay too, but at least like they'll be able to, like they're the ones that are in charge of the payment, instead of relying on like 16 other people to fucking pay you that shit. And it's like in his case, like 50 bands is a lot, like no cap, man, like 50 bands is a shit ton. So it's just gonna be interesting to see, like hopefully this nigga gets that money back. But these labels, they hate paying niggas, so I wouldn't be surprised if they still didn't pay after that shit. And it's just like a normal day in the everyday life in the music industry. Niggas trying to finesse you or get up on other people and shit, but it's like in the end you're just really fucking up relationships. And that's one thing that labels are good at. They're, I don't know, and it's like you gotta be fucking with the right labels too. But it's like just interesting to see like the world of the video shit. And I'm sure he's not the only one that goes through these issues. It's a major problem in the video world and the music world and shit. But it's cool to see that a videographer is really making it besides that shit and really just grinding, putting himself on the map. But hey man, let me know in the comments, you think they're gonna pay him back, or you think that they just ran off on the plug, man? Real say shit, we dropping teas and shit. These shit's out right now. I know y'all want this shit. Go cop one, link in the bio, link in the description, all that shit. Real say shit, link, like, comment, subscribe, peace.